Welcome to our journey into the past, a time-traveling adventure where we uncover the mesmerizing, amusing, and sometimes downright bewildering facts about our ancestors. Imagine a world where ancient peoples tattooed themselves with intricate designs, each marking symbolizing a unique story of lineage and accomplishment. Picture them holding grand festivals to honor their departed loved ones, their rituals echoing through time and space. Now imagine them living with pets, just like we do today, their bonds of companionship transcending time. These are not mere figments of imagination, but fragments of our shared history waiting to be discovered. In this video, we're going to dive deep into these captivating mysteries, unearthing the threads that connect us to our past. So, strap in and prepare yourself for a journey that will reshape your understanding of our ancestors, and perhaps, of ourselves as well. How do you imagine the ancient world? Did you ever think of it as a place of intricate tattoos telling stories of lineage and accomplishments? Picture ancient Polynesia, where the art of tattooing was not just an aesthetic choice, but a deeply ingrained cultural practice. Each tattoo was a woven tapestry of personal narratives, achievements, and social standing, etched permanently into the skin. The Maori people of New Zealand took this tradition a step further with the moko, a facial tattoo of profound importance. A person's moko was so unique it was like a fingerprint, a visual autobiography that spoke volumes about their life and status. This wasn't a mere decoration or a trend, it was an integral part of their identity, a testament to their journey and their place in the world. So the next time you see a tattoo, remember it's more than just a design, it's a story, a tradition that goes back centuries. From tattooed faces to plague toast, welcome to the medieval times in Europe, a time when remedies for ailments were as bizarre as they were inventive. Picture this, you're feeling under the weather. Instead of reaching for the nearest bottle of aspirin, you place a slice of bread in your armpit. Yes, you heard that right. This was the go-to remedy for illness in the Middle Ages. The belief was that the bread would absorb the illness from the body. Once the bread was consumed, it was thought to cure the person of their ailment. This medieval plague toast was a popular remedy during times of disease. A unique solution, to say the least, but the quirks of the past don't stop there. Let's travel from Europe to ancient China, where the customs surrounding marriage proposals were equally intriguing. Picture a man eager to propose to the woman he loves. Instead of a diamond ring, he would present her with two large red melons. These weren't just any melons, but symbols of his affection and his wish to marry her. If the woman accepted the melons, the proposal was considered successful. If she declined, it was back to the drawing board for the hopeful suitor. The red melons were a significant part of the marriage proposal process, carrying a weight of meaning much like engagement rings do in many cultures today. These historical tidbits offer a glimpse into the customs, beliefs, and practices of our ancestors. They may seem strange to us now, but they were a normal part of life in their time. So remember, if you're ever gifted two large red melons, it might mean more than you think. It's a reminder that our ways of expressing love, healing, and tradition have evolved greatly over time, but the core human experiences remain much the same. From plague toast and melon proposals, we move to the Aztecs and their unique way of honoring the dead. Deep in the heart of ancient Mexico, the Aztecs had a celebration that echoes through time and tradition, bearing striking similarities to the modern Day of the Dead. It was called Mictlacahuatl, named after the Lady of the Underworld. This was a festival of remembrance, a time when families would gather to honor and remember those who had passed on. It was believed that through this celebration, the dead could partake in the pleasures they once enjoyed in life, a sentiment that resonates even today in the marigold-strewn altars and sugar skulls of Dia de los Muertos. But our ancestors didn't just honor their human kin, they also had a deep bond with what we now fondly call man's best friend, the dog. Let's journey to ancient Egypt, where pharaohs were often depicted in artwork with their pet dogs, showcasing the timeless bond between humans and their canine companions. This affinity for our four-legged friends was not just confined to the sandy dunes of Egypt. Far away, in what is now modern-day Israel, archaeologists unearthed the remains of a prehistoric man buried with his domesticated dog. This burial is believed to be over 12,000 years old, suggesting that our bond with dogs predates even some of the earliest civilizations. So, from the vibrant festivals of the Aztecs to the quiet companionship of a prehistoric man and his dog, we see that our ancestors, much like us, cherished their relationships, both with the living and the departed. They celebrated life, remembered the dead, and found companionship in the animals around them. So, next time you see a dog, remember, our bond with these creatures is older than some civilizations. Imagine a world where naval battles took place not in the open sea, but in an arena. Welcome to the Roman Colosseum. Yes, that's right. The Romans, in their quest for outlandish entertainment, had a knack for turning the impossible into the possible. They would flood the Colosseum and bring in ships to reenact massive naval skirmishes, all for the amusement of spectators. These staged sea battles were known as naumachii. Picture the sight: the heart of Rome transformed into a turbulent sea, ships battling it out, all under the watchful eyes of an enthralled audience. Yet, entertainment wasn't always about spectacle and bravado. Let's journey to ancient India, home to a game that's familiar to many of us, snakes and ladders. But did you know it wasn't just a game, it was a life lesson? Originally called Moksha Patam, it was a morality guide, a symbolic journey of life. The ladders represented virtues, steps towards enlightenment, while the snakes symbolized vices, pitfalls that led to rebirth and struggle. Every roll of the dice was a step in the journey of life with its ups and downs. Reach a virtue and you climb a ladder, rising towards liberation. But land on a vice and down you slide, ensnared by the snake of moral failure. The game was a mirror to life, a reminder that virtues lead to success, while vices lead to downfall. So, the next time you play a round of snakes and ladders, remember, it's more than just a game. It's a reflection of the journey we all embark upon, a testament to the ancient wisdom that still holds true. From the grandeur of naval battles in the Colosseum, to the humble board game with profound life lessons, our ancestors found ways to entertain and educate. So, games are not just for fun, they are lessons in virtue and vice. Ice, a luxury. Hard to believe, isn't it? Yet, for Emperor Nero of Rome, it was. With the scorching heat of the summer sun bearing down, Nero had a rather unique solution. He had slaves scale the mountains to bring back snow and ice. Imagine that ice to cool his drinks was not a commodity but a symbol of opulence. Let's now travel east to ancient Persia, where they had an ingenious solution to the heat. They engineered one of the world's earliest refrigerators, known as a yakhchal. These massive structures, often dome-shaped, were designed to store ice and food. The thick walls of the yakhchal, made from a special mortar called saruj, insulated the interior from the outside heat. But that's not all. They also utilized evaporative cooling, a natural phenomenon where water absorbs heat and evaporates, leaving the surrounding area cooler. Ingenious, wasn't it? Now let's shift gears and talk about money. Today we prefer our currency light and portable. But in ancient Sparta things were a little different. Spartans used iron rods as money. Yes, you heard that right, heavy, cumbersome iron rods, but why, you might ask? Well, the Spartans were known for their military prowess and austere lifestyle. They believed that using such an inconvenient form of currency would discourage excessive spending and promote austerity. It was a physical manifestation of their philosophy of frugality and discipline. Our journey through history has been nothing short of astounding. Want more ancient oddities? Hit the subscribe button for more fascinating tales from dope history.